Aquarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for mid-May 2026, and I'll do the reading for you, and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Aquarius. Got for you. The overall energy for the reading, the strength card. We've got a little bit of a challenging time for you here. Let's see why. Starting off the reading, you get the Nine of Swords crossed by the Ace of Cups. It's like you can't get through something here. It's you're stressing out about how to put a spin on something to make it look fresh, to make it look new, to refresh button. You can't find it on something. In your focus, the Page of Pentacles, you're trying to ground yourself as much as possible because, stressing about finding the reset button, it's just getting you up here and you're tired of that. It's exhausting. You don't want to be functioning from there. It's too much. It's like, nah. So I feel like you're trying to find methods to just ground yourself as best as possible. In the recent past, the Moon, secret. I don't know what the hell that is, but some things you may not have been able to see. Kind of feeling like you're in the dark over something. In your strength, the Six of Wands. All right. So you're pulling on that side of you that tries to look at the positive side of things, So even while things look and feel like crap all around, if something catches your attention, then, oh, that's a pretty butterfly, you're trying to focus on that. Like, okay, fuck everything else. Pretty butterfly, yay. So trying to find the positive in things. In the immediate future, the Chariot. Okay, things are... I think you're allowing more for things to just flow here. I think you're coming out of trying to kind of force for something to look or feel different, and you're just in that place of, whatever will be, will be. Supporting this reading, the Page of Swords, it's a process, take it one day at a time, one step at a time especially, and I think that's what you're trying to do here. In the energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the World card, there's a cycle coming to a close. Maybe that's why you're trying so hard to find that reset button, because you want this brand new chapter to begin. You're kind of like, I'm over this past chapter, but there's got to be something you haven't necessarily learned from it, that it's not closing that easily, So in your hopes and fears, the Hermit, yeah, that's the part that was missing. Okay, let's sit with it all. Let's unpack it. Let's fucking heal it, because I'm tired of just thinking about it and not getting anywhere with it. So let's see what this chapter was trying to teach me so that I can get my healing and get going. In your potential outcome, the Ten of Swords. That's where it's closing, this chapter. It's not about, you make it look initially, it's about finding the next chapter. It's not about that. It's about closing this chapter that you're in. And that's where you close it. That's where you're done. You're like, okay, done, chapter closed. That's what it was about all this time. You were putting all your energy into finding the button that opens up the next chapter. It's like, nope, that wasn't it. But anyways, let's clarify. Let's do the Strength card. The Four of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Wands. Okay, so we're talking about a commitment to something or someone. And there's almost a sense of reeling it back in. So if this connection is trying to, let's say it's a fish out there in the ocean, and you're fishing, and it's like you catch the fish, it's your fish, you stated it, this is my fish, and then at some point it wiggles its way out and it's trying to run, and you're like, no, come back, So it's like that. It's an energy of trying to reel it back in, but not you necessarily. I feel like this whole experience is trying to be reeled back in, this commitment. So it's something that you might have been dealing with. Something about it keeps on playing out as if you gotta let it go, and you try to, but then you keep on coming back to it. But then you try to, but then you keep on coming back to it. So it's like, it's a little bit of a back and forth, but like fishy style, like wiggly and slippery type. So there's not a definitive action or answer or conclusion for what the fuck is going on here, you know? That's where you're trying reset on the fish, you know? But because I think you're tired of the game, the slippery game here. But anyways, for the 9 of Swords, you get the King of Wands, the 2 of Cups, the Fool. But see, there's the desire, there's the feelings, there's the this, there's the that, there's the, oh my God, but I feel this and that and the other. So that's what's not letting you just chop your way through this one. Because there's the feelings. You can't just, you know, who does that? You! You usually do it. You usually are good at that. Okay, this isn't working out. Goodbye, you know. But not with this one. Ace of Cups. You get the Knight of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands, the 3 of Wands. I feel like you did press that button. At some point you found it, you pressed it, and it was all looking good for a little bit, and then you lost it again. You lost the button. And then things started feeling hard again. Oh my God, it's been a back and forth for you, huh? And it's still not complete. Let's do the Page of Pentacles in your focus. The 7 of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, well now you're pointing at the lesson of moving on. You know, counting your losses and just moving on. And doing it in a very honest way for you. Like if it feels that, hey, something I'm dealing with is not good for me, but moving on would be something that feels good for me, I'll do that. So that's where you're trying to focus right now. Let me do the Moon in the recent past. The 8 of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords, the 8 of Wands, triple eights. You gotta look up that significance because I don't know numbers. And they're well, I know some of them, but not this one. Triple eight there. Well, basically, it's the same thing where things kind of went back and forth, and there's no. What's interesting about this, and it's something that I don't think you saw throughout this whole experience, is that there's no fluidity. There's no consistency here. You know, like there's a lack of flow. Just when you thought, okay, things are flowing, something comes in and fucks with it. Like the fish, right? It's slippery. It's like, and then again. So there's no, okay, if you're going to wiggle all the way. You know? Like there's this, throughout this whole experience, there's no real consistency. There's no real flow. Only for a few minutes, and then back to disruption of flow, and then back to the flow, and then back to disruption of flow, and then and so on and so forth. And I feel like it's something that's been not hidden. I feel like you just didn't see it at the time. You know, you missed it. Because I feel like you would be one that cares for consistency. But it wasn't here. Let's do the 6 of Wands in your strength. You get the Emperor, the 6 of Swords, the Hermit. Yeah, you know, from a energetic standpoint, you kind of know what's up here. If you're looking for answers like, oh, can you tell me like clearly what I need to be doing? No, I don't have to, because you already know. You have the answer. You're showing it to me there. Like I know what I need to do. you know? And even the idea of just distancing yourself for a little bit, taking some time for you to just kind of go within and just kind of give yourself a different perspective over things, that sounds good to you at this moment in time. So if you're looking for answers anywhere else but you're looking in the wrong place. You know the answers. You just got to look within you here for the situation, at least for now. You know? Because I feel like you're just tired of this disrupted fishy game. Fishy game. Anyways. Yeah, that's Juno over there in the hole. What are you doing? You want to go in the hole too? You would be. Yeah, she is. Okay. Let me do the Chariot in the immediate future. You get the Justice card, the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords. Interesting, contrasting energy, because this is going to feel to you like you're finally landing on the right path, like you're finally feeling like you're doing the right thing, something that feels fair and just to you and right to you, right? But it sucks. As you're going through it, it's like, okay, but it's torture. But I feel that it's good though. So I don't know where you're landing with this one in the sense of what you're up to next. I would assume you're giving yourself the time and the space to figure things out. And it finally feels that, oh my God, this finally feels right. Feels right, but like it plays a lot on your mind in the sense of I see you not feeling comfortable at all because you're finally in a place where you're probably dealing with all of this experience and it hits you. And when that happens, you know, healing is not nice. Sometimes it is. But most times, especially the beginning parts of it, it's not going to feel great. So it's an interesting way of putting it. Well, while I feel like I'm doing something right, it sucks while going through it, you know? Let's do the Page of Swords. For the supportive energies, you get the Strength card, the Chariot, the Queen of Swords. But you're gaining up the courage and you're gaining up the realization of I've got this, no matter how difficult it is. You know, I can do this. And you're doing it. Whatever needs to be done here, whatever feels right for you at this moment in time, you're doing it. So you're gearing up here. You're giving up on searching for that reset button. And you're taking some time for yourself to figure things out here. Let's do the World card in the hidden energies. The Three of Swords, the King of Cups, the Nine of Cups. Yeah, you're ending a very painful cycle. Very painful. And that doesn't mean you're ending the situation. Just by you taking a few steps back from this, that's ending a cycle. You're no longer part of this for now. You know, so that in itself is going to end the cycle. And it's very hard to keep yourself out of this for a little bit. But you're doing it. So I told you, you know what you got to do. Let me do the Hermit in your hopes and fears. You get the Three of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Hangman. They're part of your healing. They're in the sense of the love that you carry for them. It's going with you. The healing is definitely for you, and you're feeling like you're making some progress here. You're starting to distance. You're starting to give yourself that space that you need to figure things out. You're going within for a little bit. There's a lot of standing still in this one and just being present with everything that runs through you. The love that you carry for the situation is also running through you. So there's a lot of things passing through, but the minute you let them pass through, you feel full on in healing mode. You know, like you've stepped into this chapter, little chapter or sub-chapter that's just about you and learning the lessons from this experience and just, you know, changing things up here. Because, again, I feel like you're tired of the fishy game. Let's do the Ten of Swords for the potential outcome. The Queen of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Two of Swords. Well, your conclusion to it all is, I don't want to be dealing with any of this anymore. Which is fair. You know, it doesn't feel good to you. Fair that you don't want to be doing that. Now, the problem is how. How are you going to go about it? What does that mean exactly? Does that mean you're done with the person? Because I don't think so. Based on what I see there, it's like, hold on. It's not that easy, though. Because I don't want that energy, but I would still like to deal with the person. But, like, how does that going to come into, you know, like, how does that play out? How is that going to... I don't know. I guess you have to. Well, now that you know what you want, great. Bring it to the table here, you know, and see what happens. See where they're at. See what they want. If they don't see any problems here with this energy that's been sustained between the two of us for all this time, you've got your answer right there. If they are willing to work on this and kind of are with you on the same page, like, yeah, I don't like that either, let's do something to change it, then you got your answer right there, you know? So it's, all you needed to do is gain clarity, and you did. How it's going to be resolved, it's not going to be just up to you, because there's them too. So once you get that clarity, just bring it to the table and see what happens. You know, take it from there. You don't have to figure out after your clarity what happens, because there's two of you here. It's not just you. So you're going to have to figure it out together, possibly. Or they might figure it out for you. I don't know. You'll see. But let's see what the... Holy shit. The universe is being rough today. So the universe kind of presents... Well, the Death card, the Tower, the King of Wands. Don't be radical about things. Don't make decisions until you've given yourself space and time, because this is a little bit of an impulsive one. This is when the cherry on top hits. You're like, okay, I'm done here. Goodbye. Fuck this shit. Like, out with a vengeance type of a thing. Try not to do that. Try to avoid that, even though I kind of see you, because when the universe slams it like that, that means you've already done it. But, or you're right there. I might not get to you in time. But you just need some space here, realistically speaking. And then if you still want to get out with the vengeance, then do it. But I don't think so. I think this is just you because you're fed up, you know. So this is you responding from your own frustration and your own anger. It's not an actual justified response to the situation. But hopefully this reaches you before you go ahead and blast that. But let's do Alice the Wonderland Oracle. How did you... I just filled those up yesterday, you little monsters. You guys. They're... You... Ugh. I can't even stop, though. I can't. Because I love them being here and being happy and eating. And my fledgers in front fledged today. They're probably out there being fed by mama. I don't fucking know, but I can't... But they're monsters. They're little monsters. You can't go back to yesterday. Be in the present. Number 44. You got a lot of synchronicities, numbers and shit. Oh, look, and I opened that 33. 888, 44, potentially 33. You got a lot of number synchronicities today. In this lovely moment, Alice is being asked to recount her adventure for the griffin who longs to hear them and is genuinely interested. Alice would love to share it too, but she knows if she talks a great deal about what has happened and where she is from, she will never truly be able to move forward and find out who she is now that she has changed and is within the world of Wonderland. The griffin wants her to share so that he can be entertained and perhaps get to know her a little better. But for Alice, the thought of reliving the past is no good, as it will not help him know her, as she has changed too much, and therefore her history is not a way to true friendship. Perhaps this is the same for you. Focus on creating new memories, on sharing experiences, on getting to know someone and letting them know you in the present, through observation and conversation. Accept that you have changed. As we change, the simple telling of who we were and what we did is sometimes not as painful as sharing who we were and what we did. Oh, hold on. My contacts are getting blurry. And this is Alice in Wonderland, so she got me blurry too. Okay, we'll rephrase that. We'll start over. As we change, the simple telling of who we were and what we did is sometimes not as powerful as sharing who we are becoming and experiencing new adventures right in the heart of the precious present moment. Yes, we can share our past adventures and histories, but perhaps you were quite a different person then. So consider adventuring forth and fully experiencing the present with people you have connected with. Your past will spill out of you when the time is right for the sharing of such things. Divination. You are more than your past. You have evolved and changed. Sharing your history is only to share who you once were. You are no longer the same person. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.